Hi everybody, Red Hill Eagle here. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode, I think it's 20. I'm pretty sure it's 20. I actually forgot to look where I was before I started recording. This is the last Nitro before Spring Stampede. So we're in week 4 of April 1998. It's WCW, of course. This show, there's not a lot of explosive moments, I have to be honest. It's very much setting up Spring Stampede. Kind of got to week 4 and realised most of the matches haven't even been announced, although I know what they are and I've known what they are for a while. I think we just get on with it, really. The show opened with a 94, so very happy with that, and it's a promo from Hogan. He's with the other members of the NWO, but they're not really kind of doing much. They're just kind of there. This is Hogan sort of just cutting a promo on Sting. He is challenging Sting for the World Heavyweight title at Spring Stampede. Sting does come out. He appears. He doesn't have the rest of the alliance with him. He feels that he can handle it, whatever. But the NWO are actually quite kind of, this is Hogan's moment. You know, we're not going to get involved. But Sting sort of just comes out and sort of cuts his own promo, and the two argue. This was just to kind of hype up the main event for Stampede a little bit. But yeah, 94, the storyline's gained heat as well, so pleased with that. Chad Fortune takes on Rob Van Dam. This was just to get RVD on the card. I don't think he's wrestled certainly for a couple of weeks, if not more. 52 rating, not fantastic, but I mean it's a relatively short match. In fact, I think it was so what that would have been like 7 minutes, so 7 minutes 32, so it would have been a 9 minute segment overall. Terrible wrestling, non-existent crowd heat. Rob Van Dam got the win in 7 minutes 32 by pinfall with the Van Daminator. Yeah, 52, nothing spectacular. I wasn't really expecting much. Chad Fortune, it was his debut. He is only a jobber, so we're not sort of fussed. But his gimmick did get great. Just have a quick look. Gives a small boost to microphone. Yeah, it's not gonna make a blind bit of difference. He's here for sort of 3-6 months, whatever. But yeah, RVD getting a win here. We then got a taped promo of Goldberg. It's just a menacing promo that we do, sort of a taped segment. Kind of realised, not realised, but just didn't have room for him on the card, really. Don't want him to wrestle every week. So just wanted to sort of use him there. 72 rating of this sort of menacing music video. Chavo Guerrero takes on La Parka. And yeah, I'm not surprised at 29. They're both unimportant, but I really, really want to start getting La Parka over. I really just want to start giving him some wins. I was looking at a couple of recognisable that we could put him against, but this actually fits in with a 6-man tag match that we're going to have at Stampede. We'll come to that at the end because I'm going to give you all the opportunity to see the card and make your predictions. But yeah, non-existent crowd heat, subpar wrestling. But La Parka got the win in 3 minutes 33, so yeah, very short match this one. By pinfall with a skull bomb, but yeah, 29. Backstage, we've got Ted DiBiase and his client, Rob Van Dam, and DiBiase just says, Rob, I've got you a match at Spring Stampede. You're going to be taking on the Demon. Nothing more to say about this promo. Just let's get some matches announced. So yeah, DiBiase telling his client that I've got you a match at a pay-per-view. You're going to be taking on the Demon. Rating of 62. We then got promos from all of the tag teams, all 3 tag teams that are going to be involved in the triple threat match for the vacant tag team titles. Segment rating of 53, just sort of promos following on from each other. So Meng and the Barbarian, the Faces of Fear, Arn Anderson and Bobby Eaton, and Mortis and Ralph. Just, as I say, individual promos. They're obviously usual sort of promos. We're the best team, we're the ones that are going to win the belts, that kind of thing. Bart Sawyer and Hammer take on Totally Cool. Rating of 49. Again, wasn't expecting much, but wanted to get a tag team match, another tag team match on the card here. Let's try and get some more of our tag teams over. These aren't involved in the triple threat match, so those that aren't involved, let's keep them relevant, let's keep them going, let's just keep trying to get them over. But it's Totally Cool to get the win in 7 minutes 47 when Disco Inferno pinned Hammer with The Last Dance. But Jim Neidhart carried the match. So I'm kind of hoping that he can sort of pass on a little bit of a vibe onto Disco Inferno. He's good in-ring talent, Neidhart, really. So that was kind of the idea, one of the ideas really, of sort of sticking him with someone like Disco, just to, hope it'll sort of help Disco improve his skills a little bit. Yeah, overall rating 49. Gorilla Monsoon backstage announces matches for Stampede. We've got Kurt Hennig taking on Diamond Dallas Page for the US title, and Goldberg will take on Buff Bagwell. So kind of matches that, we've got the storyline between Hennig and DDP for the US belt, but obviously the Goldberg Buff Bagwell, that's, there's nothing really going on there, but it's just announcing Goldberg's match, I suppose, for Spring Stampede. Overall rating of 61. Bam Bam Bigelow takes on Roddy Piper. Just an opportunity to get Bam Bam some more pop, get him a win. These guys are both at the same level. I think they're both well known. Could be wrong. They could both be recognisable. But I thought, give Bam Bam a win against someone at the same level as him. Just to kind of get him a little bit more pop. But rating of 62, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Roddy Piper in 12 minutes 44 by pinfall with a diving headbutt. I did say a decent match as well. So 62 isn't too bad for these two guys. Gene Oakland interviews the Giant in a 70 rated segment. Just cutting a promo on Bam Bam Bigelow. They're both kind of arguing with each other at the moment about who the biggest, the best talented, biggest guy, or out of all the big guys in the promotion, the Giant and Bam Bam Bigelow are just arguing over which one's got the most talent. Goldberg kind of stuck his nose in a little bit last week and said, "Don't forget about me, I'm a big guy as well," but not really on the same scale as the Giant and Bigelow in terms of size. I mean, he's pretty massive, don't get me wrong, but we're talking the Giant here, and I suppose Bam Bam being more kind of rounded, shall we say. I mean, I'm not sort of insulting him, I'm pretty overweight myself, but so these two kind of just arguing there at the moment, and this was just to get the Giant on the card and get this story a little bit more, and it has gained heat. And we've got another taped video. This is a music video featuring Lex Luger. Same situation, had a bit of time at the end, really, to kind of slot something else in. Hadn't used Luger yet, so didn't want another promo because it's all, we've done sort of a few of those in this show. But rating is 74, Lex Luger promo video. Chris Park and Christopher Daniels take on Royal T. Get another tag team on the card, get them a victory, get them over. We're really hoping Steven Regal's going to jump out of that unimportant zone soon and go into recognisable. Then both of these guys will be recognisable and can sort of start thinking about doing a little bit more with them. So this match had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Royal T defeated Chris Park and Christopher Daniels in 6 minutes 40 when Steven Regal submitted Christopher Daniels with a Regal stretch. Rating of 50, nothing great, nothing spectacular, but just get Royalty on the card, beating two jobbers. Now we all know, well you might not, Chris Park goes on to become Abyss, who was in TNA. Don't have any plans for that at the moment, but I'm not going to completely rule it out. We've only signed him at the moment for, a short, I can't remember if it's 3 or 6 months, but just a jobber. But he's definitely on my radar. Abyss is potentially something I could look at doing one day. Let's have a quick look at the gimmick changes, but it's going to be for the two jobbers. Chris Park got great. It was just Chris Park making his debut there. Gene Oakland interviews Booker T, and he's just cutting a promo on Eddie Guerrero after he humiliated his brother, Stevie Ray. Just get Booker T on the card. We didn't use him, and just give this story something. Unfortunately, it lost heat, but okay, up and down. Good days, bad days. Rating is 60 overall. So it's just Booker T cutting a promo on Eddie Guerrero. Randy Savage takes on Raven. Hadn't used Savage for a couple of weeks, and we haven't had this match yet either. Probably would have been a half-decent match in real life. I wasn't watching wrestling at this time. I don't know. Did they wrestle? Maybe. But at 73, Randy Savage defeated Raven in 9 minutes, 1 second by a pinfall with a flying elbow drop. So give Savage a win as well. I think I said it. I've said it before a couple of episodes ago. Savage has kind of been jobbing to the stars a little bit recently, so keep him a little bit relevant, give him a victory here. Post-match, the Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, appear, and in seeing that, Bret Hart comes out just to sort of even the numbers, doesn't know what's going to go down, but basically, the Outsiders just challenge Savage to a tag team match, pick your partner, and seeing as Bret's there, that's what we're going to get. So just another announcement, really, or set up, if you like, for a match at Stampede. The Outsiders will take on Randy Savage and Bret Hart. Rating of 78 this segment. And then our main event. A bit of a surprise maybe, but wanted to just do something a bit different. Rating of 80 though, which isn't too bad. Chris Jericho and Curt Hennig team up to take on Diamond Dallas Page and Ric Flair. So Ric Flair in a feud with Jericho, and Hennig challenging Diamond Dallas Page for the US title, and they've also been in a feud since our save started, I think. In a good match, Chris Jericho and Curt Hennig defeated Diamond Dallas Page and Ric Flair in 15 minutes 2 seconds when Diamond Dallas Page was counted out while fighting Chris Jericho. Yes, I didn't really want a clean victory, but I did want to give the victory to Diamond Dallas Page and to Chris Jericho and Curt Hennig. But yeah, I didn't want it to be a clean victory. But yeah, this was just to give us something different in the main event. The US title storylines gained heat as well, which is good stuff. The Ric Flair retirement storyline advanced, but we didn't sort of gain any heat from that, but we didn't lose any either. So yeah, that's Nitro out of the way. Let's have a look, see what we get overall. 81. Wow, that is better. That's what we want to get every week. I mean, I think last week was, it was what, 78, 79, something like that. And I was saying, just want to hit 80 really, just need to get in the 80s. And 81 increases our increases our popularity in 26 regions. So yeah, 81 is the number we need to be looking at getting now. Certainly 81 and above. I'm actually a bit surprised. I was worried after we had a couple of, I don't want to say duds because I wasn't expecting much from them, but I mean a 29, 52 is not spectacular, 49, but yeah, I think we were helped out a little bit by, there was a couple of matches there in the 70s and the main event getting an 80, so yeah, pleased with that one. I'm going to go now to the, I'm going to show you the card for Spring Stampede, and you guys can sit there and, give me your predictions in the comments below. Okay, so here's the card. Here is the card for Spring Stampede. Get your predictions in. Just to quickly before I continue, as I'm recording this, you've only just made your predictions for the last pay-per-view. I'm a whole month ahead in recording. So here we go though. Sting defending the heavyweight title against Hollywood Hogan. The United States title is on the line as Diamond Dallas Page defends against Curt Hennig. And then we've got the vacant World Tag Team titles on the line in a triple threat match as Arn Anderson and Bobby Eaton take on Mortis and Wrath, take on Faces of Fear. Chris Jericho takes on Ric Flair in what could be a career-defining match. Bam Bam Bigelow and La Parka team up to take on the Giant and Chavo Guerrero. Just a kind of throwaway match, really. I wanted to get Bam Bam and the Giant involved, get their storyline sort of up and running properly. Buff Bagwell takes on Goldberg. Royal T take on Los Locos in probably their highest profile tag team match so far. The Demon takes on Rob Van Dam. This must be, I don't think Rob Van Dam was uncensored, was he? So this must be RVD's pay-per-view debut for WCW. Eddie Guerrero teams up with Conan to take on Totally Cool, and Bret Hart and Randy Savage, two members of the Alliance, take on two members of the NWO, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, also known as the Outsiders. So yeah, get your predictions in. Let me know what you think is going to happen in these matches at Spring Stampede. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give a like and subscribe, and join me for the next one, Spring Stampede. Take care. Goodbye.